Hey everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Clone Evolution. Whew. Hope everyone is doing alright tonight. Just gonna crack a beer a little bit early for the show because I need something to drink. Cheers everyone. Not really too sure what I got going in the game today, but let's go find out. Hope everyone else is doing well. Pretty non-eventful day for me today. I stayed up really late last night watching my shows on TV and slept in a bit and was tired all day. Didn't get anything done except for moving my uncle. Alright, so anyways, holy shit, we got a new fragment today. Let's make me disappear so we can see who it is. Oh, hey Suki. Hey Fear Legions. Let's check out who it is. X-Plan Virtual the Cam. There it is. It's Cleopatra. Alright, so let's collect her. Oh yeah, I forgot. I just recently bought fragments of her. So let's see what we're at. Yep, we got enough ones to make another full copy of Cleopatra. Cheers everyone. Drinking some no-name beer tonight. 5% alcohol. It's just pretty good strength. Now, I shouldn't say today was completely uneventful. I actually seen something that I wanted to buy today, and that's rare. Usually I'm bad at, well, two things actually today I needed to buy. Normally every time I buy something I'm mildly interested in it, but it's very rare that I see something I like. Today I seen some property from sale. Lakefront, almost 20 acres. Completely undeveloped. Still just like wild woods, and it has I think over 1,000 feet of lakefront, and it was for 80,000. I was like, fuck man, if it was only half the price I would buy it. But man, can you imagine having 14 acres of lakefront, and it's right close to my condemned house, right across the street or across the lake from an ancient Stonehenge, one of the oldest Stonehenges in the world. So I'm pretty sure that property is going to be worth millions one day. I was like, fuck. It's kind of nice though, see something that will motivate me to try to save money more often. Man, if I had 80 grand, I would have an amazing property right now. The catch with the property is I think it's a gold mining claim. And it's almost impossible to get the gold mining gear in there because there's no road. The only way you could get there is by the lake. And for the cost to move the equipment in would probably be worth more than what you would actually get out in gold. So you'd have to be buying it just for the land. I think the actual gold mining claim is more of just a formality. But have you guys ever seen that, like land and property that you wanted to buy once? I miss the days when I could buy property for like 4,000. Now it's like 80,000. Should have bought more when it was 4. That's one thing in life as you grow older, there's a lot of opportunities. You got to keep your eyes open. People mock it at the time saying it's a bad investment, and then decades later you're like, holy shit, I should have invested in that. Alright, let's receive some roses. Alright, thanks everyone. Love the roses. Holy shit, that guy's got the dragon. Let's send some flowers out to Suki. The other, I got good news, bad news about my computer for doing live streaming. The bad news is, well I guess the good news, I should say first, is I finally got to the bottom of the problem why my computer's been so loud lately. Not really lately, for quite a while. Hey Vector, welcome back. Yeah, it could be something when you log into YouTube. It has a weird buffering system. I notice sometimes I'll log into a stream and it's live, and other times it's like there's a time dilation. It's like the temporal anomalies. I used to love temporal anomalies from Star Trek. Not entire series about them, but Well, maybe the occasional. Voyager, I guess, had a lot of time temporal anomalies. Yeah, so anyways, I got to the bottom of the problem with my computer, and it turned out I should have realized it. I kept thinking that my computer was still pretty modern, but in the back of my head I was thinking, geez, I've had this computer for quite a few years now, at least 2 or 3. And I was thinking, when I got it, it wasn't really the top of the line either. It was already a couple years old. Well, yeah, has everyone been using the Discord? Sorry, I've been so busy today, I didn't really check it. Well, busy as in sleeping almost all day. So I'm gonna have to get a new computer for streaming. Fuck, it sucks. It's gonna cost a lot of money, but I'm gonna try to cheap out and get a half-assed one. Well, maybe not half-assed, but a good one on sale. Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I beat a battle and now we're on to a new boss in this. So let's see how we do. Oh, that was the other thing. I unlocked, yeah, let's do this one first. I was doing the campaign, and we unlocked another thing for that, too. Hey, Zahid, welcome back. Yeah, you can tell everyone about the Discord server every episode if you want. Make sure to remind everyone. I'll forget. Fuck, I was supposed to put in the chat description. I forgot that, too. Right, so I'll do that right now while we're doing the show. Alright, I better not. I'll cause the computer to start redlining again. So I'm pretty sure that's why my computer has been occasionally redlining. Maybe it isn't the internet. Maybe it's just because my computer is actually struggling at some points. Which is weird though, because it's got a CPU monitor and I've only pushed it maybe 10%. So why the fuck would 10% redline it? But anyways. Now I did notice some issues when I was trying to edit 4K video, so I was thinking, yeah, my computer is lacking the ability to handle 4K smoothly. So I don't know when, guys, but I'm going to start working on getting a new computer going, so I'll be able to get 4K capabilities better. Although I don't really want to switch to 4K yet, just because hard drive space, but really in most cases YouTube now when I do live streams just takes all the data and I don't have to record any of it. So it's pretty sweet. Gotta thank YouTube for that. I know a lot of people give YouTube a hard time about the censorship and all that, but for what it's worth, I think they're doing a pretty good job. Like, hell, allowing me to upload terabytes of data every week and then storing it all, it's pretty amazing. Holy shit, 5 viewers and 1 like already. Thanks everybody. If we can help that ratio a little bit. I'm so demanding. Come on. I was hoping we could damage this guy, but the problem is when we hit him, he heals himself so good that we don't really do any damage. Maybe what I should do is switch Tengu's element to fire, or the team's to fire, so we can do better damage with Tengu. Yeah, can you imagine though having 14 acres of property on a lake, and then that lake is going to expand into one of the most prime cottage real estate areas in the province. So I'm thinking, Jesus, like, it's such a shame. Could buy it like 10 years from now, it'd be worth like 100 million. Well, especially given inflation in 10 years. I don't know if I told you guys the story, but some of my research actually got picked up by one of the most popular TV shows for ancient mysteries called America Unearthed. And I was in contact with the show producers. And they said that they liked my material that I was working on at the time for Adept Initiates. And then they said that if they ever use it for a TV show, they asked me to share most of what I had. I gave them about 50% of it. And they said if they use it, I'll get to meet the show host. And I was like, that's pretty fucking sweet, because the show host is one of my big time idols. It'd be like meeting Indiana Jones. So I'm hoping that works out. And the place that he's doing the episode at is right where that fucking land is for sale. So can you imagine after that TV episode comes out and turns out the mystery is true and solved? Or even if it's not solved, even if it remains a mystery, that would probably be attracting even more people. So it kind of makes me sad that one day that area is going to explode into a big tourist trap, and right now it's just like a small town which you have pretty much to yourself. But that's the price of civilization, right? Everything can't remain ghost towns forever. Speaking of ghost towns, it's haunted. Too bad, we actually did better damage to this guy this time, but we're coming up to the 50th round, so it'll be over and we won't beat him. Hey, Thicklinit, welcome back to the show. Now, I was thinking about getting back to moving my computer to the other side of the wall cabinet, and then today I would happen to have my computer running OBS and some games, and I left to go sit on the other side of the cabinet, and when I was on the other side, it still sounded like a plane taking off. So I'm like, fuck, I don't really think moving it to the other side of the cabinet's really gonna matter much. Fucking sucks balls. Not in a good way. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. Fucking beer gets me every time. I hate carbonation. There's nothing about me being a pig. It's just the fucking carbonation's fault. But yeah, that's what I unlocked, was a new battle in here. And now we're one battle away to unlock the extra 30 gold frags. But I don't really have many gold frags right now, so it's not going to matter for a while. But let's beat these missions, see what we can do. Hopefully we'll tear him a new one. Yeah, I kind of like that setup better because he does poison them each time. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the show. Yeah, Alice 7-star, let's go. Do I want some quick enzymes? I don't know. I am pretty wanting. Very needy. No, realistically, I can't go around buying properties until I at least fix my garage and have a place to stay in case I get kicked out. Because getting kicked out and not having a real place isn't a good plan. So I should have a backup plan before I start buying fucking wild properties. But dear God, if anyone's investing in properties, whew, there's a gem. Diamond in the fucking rock still. Literally diamonds too. Imagine buying land, not only does it have gold, has diamonds and lakefront property. The only catch? Fucking loaded with mosquitoes. But only 9 months of the year. Now, technically it's snowing 10 months of the year, bugs for 1 month, and paradise for 1 month. Start up Tengu using Frank and you will get all 600 enzymes. Frank, Oh, Frankenstein, yeah, that's right. God, I'm a little bit slow these days. A little bit. These days. No, I don't think anyone text messaged to say they found my disc at the disc golf course yesterday. Sadly. I was hoping a hot babe would be messaging today, saying she has my number now because she found the disc. No, nothing. Yeah, maybe that'll be my destiny. I just got to take my number, write it on discs, and throw it all over the course where all the hot babes play. So that way they'll all have my number. 5-dimensional chess. See, my phone likes that plan. Now, the government was talking today to the people about how we can still date during a lockdown. I guess you have to meet virtually most of the time, but then if you do meet in person, there has to be lots of masks involved. I think you have to be outdoors too. But they said you could still have sex. I was like, well, what the hell? Masks and outdoors? There's going to be a lot of weird porn videos on the internet these days. Not that I have anything to do with that. Now, these rules are so funny because they're even kind of talking about it. They're like, Canadian airports have taken something like 10 million people on vacation since the pandemic began. And like they're still taking people on vacations. And we just got a new strain of the virus from Africa this week. They said someone was traveling back and forth from Africa on vacations and brought the strain. So I was like, wow, that's kind of interesting. So here we are all locked down, all these like businesses are going bankrupt, people are just keep going on vacation, bringing it everywhere. So I was like, what the fuck are we really doing here? It's kind of strange. Alright, we're on to the last boss already. Holy fuck. Not much resistance here. It's like taking candy from a baby. Now what I was thinking is I'm getting close to creating 2 more red heroes. So if I have 2 red heroes, all I have to do is add Frankenstein back into the team and I'll have a full team of reds. But adding Frankenstein back in would be kind of weird. Suki's right, I probably should just consume him. I don't know. I'm a little bit hesitant to get rid of the red for the time being, just because I like his DNA boost. It's hard to link someone with red. Most cases, if I get a red, I'm not going to waste linking them. Right, let's see who I unlocked. Oh, fuck. I was just remembering. I was supposed to be collecting fragments from that other place. Now I don't know which one it was. I think it was 20 something. 24. 24. 22. Yeah, this is the one. There we go. Alright, we got 1 frag. That's pretty good. Ooh, another 3. Ah, no frags. There we go. There's a frag. Alright, so let's check how many frags we got of that guy. Once we have this guy, we'll have enough to make another red. So that's why I'm like just going for this guy hardcore right now. I've got my eye on him. Alright, so yeah, then we're going to be only 6 away now. So maybe that'll be tomorrow's episode. Can you imagine tomorrow's episode making another gold hero? Or red? That'll be pretty intense. So I don't know, I still have to make him into purple. So that'll be a bit of a ordeal. See how many other heroes I got. I got enough to make a few of these, so that should help. Alright, so that might be tomorrow's episode, guys. Hope you're looking forward to seeing a new red made. Phone is going off the hook for it. It's like, yeah, new red. Alright, let's see here. Do a refresh. Wouldn't it be funny, though, to have your own property that you can only get to by a boat? And it's like fucking 20 acres and fucking 1,000 feet of lakefront on one of the nicest lakes in the fucking country. God, I can't believe that's almost within my price range. If only I got my act together sooner. 2 or 3 years sooner if I would have just saved money better. or invested better. Man, so close. But don't want to be cursing what could have been. Who knows, maybe I would have bought the property and it would have been a disaster. So you never know. You should never curse yourself over things that are out of your control. Yeah, let's try the event center. Did I miss the Hunger Games again? Betcha I fucking did. Oh my god, Lelanders is in the final and I can bet on him. Alright, let's go Lelanders. 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 I can't believe you made the final. Jeez. If only I was able to bet on him more. If only I wasn't such a failure. If only. It's so Christmas tree, we got no bells. Fuck. Wish I had more bells. Oh, with these bells, you could have did extra wishes. Man, that would have been handy. If only I had friends with bells. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. Thanks for the flowers. And girls. Or ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, Diamond and Hellman. Spin 2 times. Oh fuck, almost hit refresh. I had the fucking mouse thing on there and I was just about to hit it, right? You're probably seeing that. That was damn close. I don't even remember who I need Fat Chili for, so if I get him it won't be that exciting. There, we got some enzymes. Fuck, it was almost another cursing streak coming. Almost. So close. Now let's do some guild stuff, eh? See what's been happening there. See where the action is. Ooh, 5 purples. Oh, I remember back in the day, it was like 3 million fights we had to beat. Getting pretty close to beating that team, I think. A lot of healing in it, though. Let's try the 3 million. I don't want to get on too big of a swearing streak. Oh, wait a minute. It's almost the same team. Yes. Yeah, his team does have weaker healing. Let's try them. Think we stand a chance or we're going to get whooped? Whoop. Agatha maybe? Yeah, I think Agatha is probably going to be required for this one. Yeah, whoop, there it is. Now, I think whoop was popular when I was in high school. Okay, so far so good. Maybe we didn't really need Agatha. Maybe I should try the battle above me. Might be underestimating my team's power now. Famous last words. Oh, they're going tombstone. They're getting stoned. No, it's kind of neat. My cousin helped solve a murder mystery in, I think it was Toronto. And he has a documentary made about him. I'm pretty sure he made the documentary now that I think about it. I was thinking maybe that's in the family. I should try my skills because the place that got my place up north that's condemned and might fix the garage. Well, anyways, there's a murder mystery up there that goes back since the 70s, I think. Even before I was born, so just clear, I had nothing to do with it. But anyways, yeah, the murder mystery. So wouldn't it be neat if I could somehow solve the mystery? That would make a wild documentary, I bet. Yeah, so if any of you guys are into solving murder mysteries, maybe you can help out with it. When I start adding videos to the series about it, you can watch it and see if you notice any tips. You're so good at clone evolution, maybe you could help solve the crime. And I'm pretty sure anyone who was involved in the murder mystery is probably already dead by now. Well, given it was the early 70s, but unless they're like an old geezer still alive. Have I hit a guild boss? Trying to think, guild boss. No, I don't think we did hit the guild bosses yet today. I'll have to go check. What did I do? Oh, I went and tried the harder team. And used Agatha. Fuck. Boom. No. Gosh. Piece of garbage. Alright, we got fucked. Not in a good way. Damn. Alright, let's get back to this. You can tell I'm trying to pretend to be angry. Just so many good things are happening today, it's hard to get mad. Like, damn! Jeez. Fuck. There we go. At least, Agatha, well, she revived herself, so I guess it wasn't that useful. Just gonna say she was very useful to bring because she revived people. No, I think I might have saved up 5 guild boss attacks. I'll have to check. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Now it is kind of weird too to be getting my hopes up about doing all this traveling up north when the odds of it even happening next year is like 1 in a million. Oh well, I guess I'll just try to keep my hopes up and maybe it'll happen. Wishful thinking. Can't hurt to have a dream. Yeah, and if worse comes to worse, I was even talking to my friends. I'm gonna have my pool set up this year in my backyard. Cleaned up a lot of the backyard, getting my gym set up outside better. I had the gym outside last year, but the location wasn't working very good, so I gotta make a concrete pad for it to work better. So I'll have to work on that. So who knows, even if we go into lockdowns for years and years, I won't be in that bad of a situation. Knock on wood, I don't want to jinx it. Alright, let's try the guild boss. Yeah, we got 5 left. Or did you mean this guild boss? Let's check. Oh, we still have him, yeah. Give him a little good shocking. Extra stun. See if we can stun the shit out of him. No, I think I did attack him earlier today, but for most of today I was just resting. Fuck man, it was the best game of my team's entire career, like franchise record last night. So I was like staying up late, just partying like crazy for that game. It was so good. I mean, it was nice too, because it was one of our worst seasons this year. And just out of the blue, we had the best game ever. So that's another reason why I'm so happy today. Man, when my sports team wins, I don't know what it is. It just cheers me up so much. I swear that's why I'm so cranky all the time, being a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. We've been losing for 50 years. Not that I've been watching it that long. They've only been watching it for 40 of the years I've been watching. No, my grandpa started me watching it when I was a baby. So we go way back, me and hockey. It's like, how many TV shows can you say you've been watching since you were an infant? No, I did stop watching it for a couple years when I was a teenager because I got bored of hockey. I was like partying with babes too much to have time for hockey, but yeah, sadly, I guess I went back to hockey. Jeez. You know, you put it like that, it's not so nice. It's like, what the hell was I thinking? Hey, we're up to 4 likes. Thanks, everyone. That helps improve the ratio a little. Now, I was thinking what I would do with the property if I bought it is I would make it into a preservation, like preserve it as natural land. Not just because it's near the ancient stones. Well, actually, it is one of the oldest archaeological sites for North America after the Ice Age melted. They found some human colonies that date back something like 12,000 years. So that's pretty much like right when the ice melted. So maybe one day it might get shut down for that, like preserved. Imagine buying 12 acres, taking a metal detector and just going on camping trips. And just keep metal detecting your property. It could be gold, could be diamonds. Well, diamonds wouldn't metal detect, but could find ghosts, could get killed by a moose or mountain lions. Fuck, even beavers could attack you. What an adventure. Hockey is Canadian meth. Well, it used to be. Hockey, I don't know if anyone knows, but hockey in Canada has been getting watered down year after year after year by the whole like safety movement where you're not allowed to do anything that's not safe. So eventually they changed the game almost completely, so it almost has nothing that like resembles what the game was like even back in the 70s. So it is kind of weird like watching it. It's like it's almost like a totally different game. Like if you took someone from the audience and the crowd in the 70s, put them in a game today, they'd be like, what the hell sport is this? It's not even the same thing. And they'd be like, well, this is hockey. And they'd be like, hockey? This isn't the fucking same sport. Right? I don't know if anyone remembers, well, 70s hockey or heard about it. It used to be life and death where like players, like they literally had ambulances there to take players to the hospital on a regular basis. Like almost people are dying game for game. And why? Is because they didn't wear helmets or any protection. Even the goalies. So they had fucking pucks that are hard as rock shooting them 100 miles an hour and people are taking it off the face like every shot. No helmets. So yeah, you had a lot of ambulance trips. And people are getting their throats cut with the skates and shit. Oh yeah, and you could fight. So it was like, there's like bloody fist fights, like 2 or 3 a period. So some people's job on the team was just to beat the crap out of the other players. So if you watched it today, you'd be like, what the hell? Everyone's wearing helmets. No ambulances are needed anymore. There's no danger at all. They used to compare hockey to like going to war. It's like you could die any game. I don't think any of the players worry anymore about dying any game. Well, maybe they do a little bit, but not as much. Not that death is all that you want to see, but the excitement of the possibility of it makes it a lot more entertaining, right? So I was kind of thinking we should change our national sport back to lacrosse, because at least lacrosse still has some action in it. Hockey's like figure skating with sticks now. It's really sad. But I still watch it just to see if the Leafs can win. I don't really watch it. I just kind of listen to the scores in the back. Don't actually actively watch the whole game. Because before I was always watching the whole game to see when the fight would break out. I'd be like, oh, who's instigating it? What caused it? Now there's no fight coming. So it's like, what the fuck am I watching for now? The goals used to be just like the sideshow. It was all about who was going to get beat up really bad, right? And the body checks. Oh man, the body checks in hockey. Like everyone used to aim for the head. So it's like body checks to the head. People, one hit would end their career. So you'd always be watching and be like, will they get hit today? This could be their last game. And it was even the star players getting taken out. But now it's like you're not even allowed to hit the head, let alone target it. Which is probably like safer and all, but it makes it way more boring to watch. Like you imagine they took hitting out of football, how many people would still watch it? I think, was it that Will Smith guy? He made a movie to try to get the hitting taken out of football, saying that concussions were happening. It's like, obviously they're happening. Gee. Did anyone actually think they were? Well, the teeth thing, I think these days, they still lose their teeth, but they just have a better dentist. Well, I wouldn't even say better dentist. I think usually they just go with false teeth, and then they get implants after their careers are over. But Ovechkin, he was one of the ones that started the trend where it's like, hey, he was just going to leave his tooth out, and then some players actually started copying him. They're like, hey, we're rich enough. What does it matter if we don't have teeth? It's like you can laugh and make fun of my appearance all you want. I have fucking $100 million and banging supermodels. What the fuck do I care? Oh, hockey. I remember back in the day when we were teenagers, we used to go to small towns, like, because we were from the big city. So you'd go to parties in smaller towns and you'd tell all the girls from the small towns that you're a hockey player. And they'd always be like, what? You're into hockey? And they'd always try to hook up with you. So, 'cause man, if you can get a kid with a hockey player, you could get some kick-ass fucking child support. And you get the hell out of that hick town. It's like, yes, I'm very good at hockey. I play very good. No, I was always great at road hockey, but I wasn't good at ice skating. So that hockey situation didn't pan out. What it was hockey or skating lessons are very expensive. My family was like, you can pretty much teach yourself or you're not learning. And I didn't learn. Alright, so let's complete the expeditions. What are we doing for time? Holy shit, 40 minutes? Alright, let's finish this expedition after a quick break. Today's expedition was brought to you by Crack. Crack. It'll fuck you up. Excuse me. Woo! Boy, that was awful. My sponsor's got to really sober up one of these days. He's embarrassing himself. Alright, let's see here. Making myself sad and trying to finish the battle. Now, there's no chance to win, but I figure I'll give it a battle. When I lose, when I refresh, maybe it'll make it a little bit easier on me for the next round. Yeah, baseball is kind of weird too, right? Like, I don't know what it was. Was baseball more action? I'm trying to think. Like, I used to watch it a little bit when I was a kid because the Blue Jays had a good team back then. That's when we won the World Series back to back. I actually went and saw some of the games live in Toronto. It was my elementary school. They brought the whole school to some games, and we had these really bad nosebleed tickets, but we got to go. Yeah, I don't know what changed in baseball. I'm trying to think. The only thing I could think of baseball is they're really strict about like throwing the bat or something. Remember they used to make fun of our teams for doing that? Oh yeah, and the baseball players used to be party animals. I remember there was one guy that broke records when he played the perfect game as a pitcher while really high on LSD. That's when the government figured out that LSD is like, holy shit, that stuff can affect snipers' aim. So they started experimenting with soldiers. That's where the whole Operation Montauk, or not Montauk, MK Ultra, that one. Holy shit, man, Alice is giving this team a run for their money, and this fucking android's surviving because Alice is protecting him. I really should have just brought one other player that was decent and paired him with Alice. Dum-da-dum-dum. Now, I was trying to put my finger on it. What happened to our society that entertainment went so down the shitter? Well, I don't know. Well, maybe you guys don't all remember because of your ages, but things were sort of went in waves when I was growing up. Like the 80s, a lot of stuff was new. Everyone's like, holy shit, everything's so new. Like video games were just starting to get like a lot better. Movies were starting to get better. TV was getting better and everything was new. So we're like, oh, VCRs, this is new. Everything's getting better. And then the 90s came and it was like, holy shit, things are peaking. Where everything was starting to get refined. Like we got like video games that started to reach a peak. Where some like they started to get so much better that they were even getting online added. And it was like, it was still new, but even like refined like you wouldn't believe. And then even TV shows, there were so many good ones on TV. You turn it on, like every channel was just loaded with good shows. Movies, like kick-ass blockbuster movies were coming out like every week. And they'd be like dominating the fucking headlines for like a year or two. Like say like the Matrix movie would come out, it would just like explode the media for like even a decade. And that kind of shit was happening all the time. And then it was like, I don't know what happened around like 2000, 2012-ish maybe, is when everything started to like dwindle, right? Like video games kind of reached a peak. You weren't coming out with anything that drastically new anymore. Even though they were getting better, it was a lot still the same. And then movies started to reach a peak. TV shows started to reach a peak. They almost started to dwindle out. Like, and I was like, why is it all happening at the same time? Is it a coincidence? I was thinking it would be neat if the universe is like designed for some sort of weird apex to occur at some point in history. You'd almost want everything to dwindle out at a certain time when everyone needed to do something, like act, or maybe not act, but accomplish something. So it's like, man, turn the TV off, turn the video games off. It's time to go do some shit, right? And it's timed right when everything goes down the shitter. Because it seems such a strange coincidence that everything sort of peaked at the same time. Or I guess it was maybe just bound to happen that way. It's just all coincidence, and it seems like intelligent design just because we don't really have anything else to compare it to. Yeah, if Alice was 7 stars, it would be fucking epic in this battle. And who knows, maybe TV, video games, and all that shit's just in a little temporary lull and it's gonna get better. It's probably just a lockdown contributing to a lot of it. Huh. Sucks. Sadly, my beer is already empty. I don't know if anyone's been playing Bet Fury today. Nah, I haven't really won this battle yet. This is one of the ones I'm stuck on. Now, I was playing Bet Fury last night and I let my account run. I was at about 2,000 Satoshi and I tried leaving it play Keno overnight. Guess what happened? I came back, turned it on, and I was only left with about 300 Satoshi. But the catch was, is it played the whole night and it got me an extra 10 BFGs. So I was like trading roughly, I guess under 2,000 Satoshi for 10 BFGs. That's a pretty good trade-off. So I wasn't actually that upset that almost all my Satoshi was gone. But I don't know, lately I found Keno and the other games that I was getting consistent payouts from, it's harder to win in them. So I don't know if they've been adjusting the servers or what it is. Or maybe I just gotta pick better numbers. But even the Plinko one, like Plinko there's nothing to pick. You just pick a bet amount. And it does seem harder. Could just be my... Some people always say that though about online games, right? Like the casino makes it easier a bit when you first start and then they ramp up the difficulty the longer you play. But either way, I'm up to 3% on Bet Fury and I really want to get that to 100 so I make the next VIP level. So making it up to 3% was decent progress. At least it's trackable progress. Alright, so who am I playing here? The new team. Just wanted to clarify. Let's bring in a heavy attack-based team. Let's go with Crime Fighter. I kind of like using him. He puts my power level almost up to 4 million. Alright, that looks decent. Oh, I don't want lightning though. Yeah, I tried to experiment with the mind game a bit. I found it very challenging. Like I was trying to set up to autoplay. And I found the autoplay setups are almost the same as Keno. But I was still having a little bit of difficulty setting it up. So I'm going to experiment with the mind game some more. Oh, I can hardly wait to see what the price is going to be for BFGs in like, say like 5 years from now. I would not be surprised if they're over $1,000 each. It could be way off on that guess, but I'm just thinking like every time there's a cryptocurrency, if it gets more and more rare, and once you can't get the BFGs anymore, man, the price is going to skyrocket. Especially if Bitcoin is worth 100,000 at that point. Fuck, man. Let's check out what Bitcoin went up to today. I heard it's been skyrocketing again. Money, money, money. Sorry for talking about money so much. I know there's more to life than money. Money actually makes me sick a lot of the times, but I like it as a distraction. If I get too depressed about something, money can sometimes cheer me up. Oh shit, it went down. So Bitcoin actually did crash a little. Let's check out how it's doing. Alright, let's check left screen. Alright, so Bitcoin is down 0.15%. I think it was at 41,000%, and that's what it's down to is 40,000. Ooh, it went down a little bit more. Ethereum, Tether, and what are the other ones that I got? I'm trying to think. Tron. Someone was telling me that's equal to the US dollar. That's pretty sweet. Or no, it was Tether that was. That's what it is. Yeah, it's a buck right on. Maybe that's why they call it Tether. Because it's tethered to the US. Alright, the other one was the BitTorrent one, but it's way at the bottom. I can never find it. So we'll just go back to the game. Do I have DNT? I'm trying to think DNT. I'm always bad with algorithms. I remember the one day, or not algorithms, acronyms. I was asking one of these hot waitresses I was working with at the time what the hell YOLO means. She was laughing. She's like, you don't know what YOLO means? Like, what? And it's like, you only live once. I'm like, oh. I never clued in until someone told me. Yeah, I tried changing some of the Kino settings. That's what I did also. Instead of doing 10 mines, I did 9. And 9 worked pretty good for a while. And then all of a sudden it just tanked. I was like, what the fuck? Why did it work good for like a few hours and then all of a sudden just tank? Or maybe the game adapts to the numbers you set it to. Like if you set it to a good pattern of numbers and it's paying out pretty good, you should probably change that pattern so that you don't keep it on the same pattern the whole night. Because if you're going to keep on the same pattern, eventually the game's going to switch it up and it won't be hitting anymore. Can you post an image? I think we do have a clone evolution, what is it called? Fuck. Someone can remind me. What the hell is the group we just called that we can post image to? I hate that memory recall thing. I'm just going to look it up so I can see it. Twitch? No. Discord, that's it. Finally remembered. Yeah, if you want to post images for the show to see, just post in the Discord and I'll open it up and we can take a look at it on the show. I think we can post images in Discord. Someone was saying that, right? Oh, for Bet Fury? Yeah, I guess if you want to put one image in there, but try not to put too many. Don't want to make it unrelated. Now, if anyone's playing Clone Evolution, Bet Fury is a fun game that you can play at the same time. And if you want the link, it's in the description below. It is a lot of fun. I can hardly wait till I save up enough Satoshi to play some of the bigger games, because they have all my favorite casino games from when I used to go to real casinos. Back when we had human rights. The good old days. Back in my day, we used to buy drugs from gangs. Now we can just get them from the government. Yeah, I'll never forget some of the good old parties with gangs. As much trouble as it was, at least it made for adventures. Not to encourage gang activity. Now, gangs is one of those things almost everyone should have to join for like a day or two just to see how bad it is and get your ass out of there. But maybe too many people would like it. Now, I was kind of lucky because a lot of the gangs that I partied with were always like ethnicity gangs. So it'd be like, say like the Spanish guys would have their own gang, or the Vietnamese guys would all have their own gang. So there wasn't really any chance that I was going to join the gang. Sadly, it's like, I think European people are the only ones that didn't have gangs. I don't know why. So we always had to go to other people's parties for gangs. No, I shouldn't say that. Maybe there was biker gangs that kind of had people of all people could join it. Holy, Suki's at her first red already? Didn't you just get your first gold recently? Yeah, if you can make it to the level 2, like the VIP levels in Clone Evolution, but in Bet Fury, it's fucking worth it, because then you get more cash back, right? At first, I was just gunning for the cash back. I'm like, once I make level 2, then I'll stop and I'll save up Satoshi. But then I was like, wait a minute, I just want to keep raising that fucking level too, because so I can keep collecting more percentages. Because the cash back is pretty sweet. And if you make level 2, you get to spin the wheel when holiday season comes back. And the wheel that they have for Bet Fury is fucking sweet. I think I did a spin for it in one of my older videos. If anyone wants to go back into the archive and remind me which episode. That would be quite a bit of work though. Yeah, 0.1%. It does go really slow at the beginning, but I don't know if you can find a way to get a few referrals. Maybe share it with work or family or whatever, because 10 referrals is all I got, or 9, and it's made a huge difference. Especially if you can refer it to someone who's a problem gambler. Then you'll be styling. Now, I don't know, I'll show you guys who's all been winning lately in the Clone or Bet Fury Wars, or competition with my referrals. And one guy, he is really up there. Hey Zeus, welcome back to the show. Wow, so many people are joining the chat. I really appreciate it. Now, I keep thinking that I'm going to get down in the dumps with all these lockdowns, and you guys are actually helping me out a lot. It feels like I'm actually communicating with other humans. It's like, what a foreign concept. Now, if anyone wants to call in on Skype, I should post it up there again, eh? Let's do that. But 18 plus. I don't want a whole bunch of kids on the show while I'm vaporizing. Probably give the show a bad name, even worse than it already has. If that's possible. No, so all you gotta do is add me to Skype and then tell me that you're calling, because I don't have my headphones in and I won't hear it beeping. So then I'll answer it. Oh, and I think I'll have to approve you as a friend on Skype. I don't even use Skype really much, so I forget how it all works. A lot of the things I was doing pre-concussion, it's like I have to relearn it all. It's kind of fucking annoying. I heard people say that before for concussions. I had no idea what they were talking about, and then afterwards I'm like, oh, now I get it. It's not something I wanted to figure out. Trying to figure out what that says. Is that Spanish? Maybe I could use Google Translate. I'll try it. Whoops, can't highlight it there. Oh, excuse me. Gotta stop vaporizing so fucking much. Jeez. Alright, so in case anyone's interested, no one probably is, but just to give you an idea of what owning and buying property in Canada is like, I'll show you what the mining claim I've been looking at and talking about this episode is like. What day is it today? Today's Saturday. Fuck, I should have checked if there's UFC on tonight. Maybe there is. Alright, so holy shit, we're kicking a crime fighter in Agatha's ass. Now the regular Bitcoin is a lot harder to make money with now, just because the spins only pay out half as much. But at least I got that Wheel of Fortune. That really helps make up for that. If anyone's been playing the Bitcoin free and not using the Wheel of Fortune, you're crazy. Wheel of Fortune's the best part of it. Oh yeah, we got my staking payouts and everything, so let's check out that out for BetFury today. I'll show off to see what the fundraising for it's going. Let me turn off the call-in message for Skype. I hate the scrolling. Scrolling and shit like that never used to annoy me, but that's another thing that changed after concussions. Like anything flashing and shit, fuck, it's annoying as fuck now. Alright, we're almost on the gold chest. Let's go check out BetFury and we'll come back and finish up the gold chest. We'll finish her off quickly. Alright, so let's do the first little, what is it, CAPTCHA? CAPTCHA all of a sudden changed too. It's been way harder today. I think I got it wrong like half the time. So let's see if we can actually get it right this time. Come on, bus. Bus, bus. I'm worried this is a bus. I hate when they just showed the corner of it. How can I tell if this is a truck or a bus or what? I'm gonna guess it's a bus and hope it is. Yes, it was a bus. Thank God. Is that a hard capture or what, eh? Now let's check out the staking payout. See how everyone's been helping with that. If anyone's wondering, these BFGs I'm talking about skyrocketing in value, they're shares of this casino. And they're going to be burning these tokens. So when they burn them and get rid of them, they go up in value even quicker. They have a whole article about how you can read how much they burn and how often. So alright, I'm collecting 33 Satoshi every day just from not even playing now. Just from owning 86 shares of the casino. So that's pretty sweet. So thanks everyone for helping me reach that so quickly. If I didn't have referrals helping me, I'd be way behind. At least half. Alright, so let's withdraw and see what I got. Holy shit, I got 9 little mini Ethereums today. That was fucking sweet. And we'll check out my total balance for this. Still very tiny, but hey, that's what she said. The BFG tokens are increasing. So that's one thing that is getting bigger. So it's not all decreasing. And my cash back is up to almost 100 because I let it run so long last night. And what else? My referral tokens, every time someone's helping check those boxes, that helps. So let's see what we're getting for that. 18, that's sweet. Oh yeah, and then my referrals, let's check out who's winning the battle today. Oh yeah, Cinder, she was saying that that's her account. So we got her name on there now so we can keep track. She's up to 1,500. Nut rolls up to 26,000. Euros is at 11,000. He's an Entropia player. Emantis, he might be an Entropia player too, I forget. 813. Kilo is the one in the lead. He's at 6 million. So he's almost at level 2 already. He's over halfway. He's at 60% of the way. 64.3% away, or all the way. And Bastos is at 1,100. He's also a Clone Evolution player, I believe, or it could be Entropia. I might be getting that mixed up. Anyways, 10%, or yeah, 10. So user, one of the first people, just tried it out and quit right away. But yeah, so that's what everyone's been at. You can see that Kilo's already picked me up fucking 6,000 Satoshi. So big shout out to him. And if anyone's wondering how far I've managed to get doing that rolling last night, it used up 2,000 Satoshi, but it got me up to 363,000 bet total wager. So now I'm up to 3% or 3.4%. Really have to make that bigger in order to see it. That's what she said. There it is. Now we can see it. I'm at 3.63%. It's like, get glasses. That's what I tell her. Now let's get back to Entropia before I get my show, or back to Clone Evolution before I get the show cancelled. Gotta get my mind out of the gutter. I swear it's all the lockdown's fault. My personality had nothing to do with it. Yeah, I got some good news and bad news about my vaporizer. I've been using so much, the vapor oil tank is fucking filled again. If you can see it in this. So once this tank here has two more, yeah, there it is. Once this tank has too much oil in it, the stem that's in it actually starts to seal in the oil. And what I have is a device, like a remote. It'll turn the vaporizer on, heat up the tank, and then it's like a secondary tank, so I can bubble the vapors of weed through cannabis oil, which is almost like another type of bong water. But I usually don't even bother. I just drain the tank and then vaporize the oil separately, because the oil is already strong on its own, and I don't really need to filter it through there. Filtering it through water is actually better. But it is kind of neat that you can vaporize weed and have it turn into an oil that will start to vaporize and fill a tank that turns into its own bong water, which is kind of gross when you think about it, but it's vapors and no ash, so that way it doesn't collect a whole bunch of gross ash. Yeah, so I'm probably going to drain this vaporizer, make some collect the oil out of it. I wish I was able to give it out to viewers on YouTube, but maybe we'll see how legality works in the future. Pretty sure YouTube would freak out about that. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Can't give oil out to people? Now, plus I want to keep this oil because no one else makes it, so when I run out, it's like, who am I going to buy it from? Like, probably, well, there's a couple other people that got prototypes, so there is like maybe under 10 people that actually are making it too. Can't name any celebrity names, but there is a celebrity that liked it. Fuck, I wish I could name them. Maybe I'll find out if I can name them. I'll try contacting them. No, what happened was I gave my vaporizer attachment out, like a few as, what is it, prototypes to people. And then the prototypes made it into the hands of a celebrity after I gave it out to someone else who knew the celebrity. So then they got it and started using the prototype and like, holy shit, they really liked it. And then that's when the factory, or that's when I started to get more leads to continue making it. No, I have, what is it, I think roughly 1,000 prototypes I could give away on the show. We'll see how it goes. It's kind of sad when I think about it, because each prototype was worth about 200 bucks. So if I was able to sell them, fuck, I'd have my condemned house fixed in no time. Well, probably not in no time. It'd barely cover it, but... Now, the greatest thing about my vaporizer attachment was I could sell it for around 200 bucks and I could make it for about 3 bucks. So it's pretty good profit margin. Especially if you like sold 10,000 of them or something. That'd be ridiculous, right? Oh well. Did I win there? I wasn't even paying attention. Fuck! Son of a whore. Man, I really could have wished I was paying attention. Fuck! Damn piece of shit. Oh well. Live and learn. Here I was gonna say nothing was gonna make me mad today. Fuck! Screwed that. Man, I didn't even kill anyone. What the fuck? Piece of shit fuck. Yeah, and if anyone wants the links to all that betting stuff for Bet Fury and Bitcoin, just check the YouTube description below. Really appreciate it when people sign up. I think you have to follow the legality for gambling in your countries. So just don't forget that part. Now I'm just looking at the land claim. Well, we're going to get our ass whooped in this battle. I'm just going to go check out the mining land claim so you guys can take a look at what buying property in Canada is like. If you're ever interested in coming to Canada and buying properties. And I just clicked on shit, now I fucked it. Come on. There we go. Let's take a look at the land. So I'm not affiliated with this real estate company in any way. You can see I've been looking at new Alienware computers because now they're advertising them to me. Thank God it's not advertising any sex toys. Anyways, let's continue. So this is the mining claim. This boat launch right here is like, I don't know, maybe I think 15 to 20 minute walk from my condemned house. So I can actually walk to this boat launch. This property here is a 14-acre mining claim, and there's a little trail that goes to someone else's property, so that's why they're saying the only way you could get there is to take a boat to it. And you get 1,000 feet of shoreline, and it's a mining claim. So you're actually allowed to mine it, and there's fucking gold mines everywhere around here. So you're pretty much on like prime real estate for gold mine, and you're getting 14 acres for $80,000. You can get a mortgage for $200 a month. I would just get the mortgage and get it, but guess what? Bank discriminates against people a lot. So I'm one of the people they discriminate against. Like, they have different job categories you work in. Unless you're in a certain category, you don't even qualify. So it doesn't even matter how much money I save up or what my credit rating is. I can never get a mortgage. So kind of sucks, but at least I know that I'll never have to pay debt to someone. So that's always kind of nice. So this is what the acres look like, and it's near Crown land. So what that means is the Queen owns all the land around it. So you can actually just walk around and use that land if you want, and you won't get in trouble unless they start mining it. Like, sometimes the Queen will actually come in and fucking send people to mine shit. Yeah, so that's what it's like. 80,000. There's all the different mortgage rates companies. This is the town that my place is in, and my place is condemned. You can tell because it's like an old place. It's almost 100 years old, and a lot of the houses here never got really good maintenance. Well, some people did. That's a nice one. Yeah, like you can get condemned shacks for like 10 or 20 grand. That's what I got mine for. And then it goes up to like 30,000 for a reasonable shack. Then you start getting to like a nice house, you're looking at 60,000. And then a really good house up there is like 100,000. Compare this to Toronto, where if you wanted to get a place in Toronto, you couldn't get a parking spot for any of these prices, let alone a house. Be looking at millions for the fucking condemned shack in Toronto. Alright, so let's get back to Clone Evolution. So there's some real estate news in the show, in case anyone was looking at Canadian real estate. Now, if I was from another country, I'd be tempted to invest in Canadian real estate, because I'm pretty sure the laws are that anyone could come and buy our land. I don't know if that's true, but could be. Definitely won't find those laws in China, though. They'd be like, what? You're not from China? Get the fuck out of here. It's probably our country should be like that. It wouldn't have so many problems, but... Nah, diversity is strength in some ways. Alright, so we're up to 5 legs. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, I think it is the UK Queen, right? Queen of England or whoever. The 90-year-old chick. Yeah, I thought for sure that box wasn't going to be a bus either. I'm like, that doesn't look like a bus. But lately I'm thinking they've been throwing a lot of curveballs in there. I'm like, I smell a curveball coming. Alright, I'm kind of sad that I didn't get that gold chest, but that's something I'm used to. Getting rejected for my hands on chest is something something I'm very used to. Alright, so let's get back to the arena battles. What are we at? Holy shit, 16 minutes. We'll have to wrap up soon. Alright, so I'll get the Patreon message ready. Ah, fuck. Went to the wrong screen. Well, I'll hit match in the meantime. That wasn't so bad. I was worried boobs are going to bounce their way to the screen, but we're okay. YouTube will not shut us down. Alright, while that loads, we'll check out the left screen because I think it's even crashing. Alright, so big shout out to the Patreons who've been helping out. Jim, Ray, and Travis. Oh, it actually did load. Yeah, so they've been helping out with the monthly Patreon donations. We've got a $1 a month program if you want to start out with that or even more. Really appreciate it. And you'll get your name added to the list. And this list is getting made into a song. And it's probably going to be one of those type of songs that always evolves as we get more or less people joining and leaving. So we'll see how it goes. Although we'll probably keep the founder names. Because since these guys were the first three, we'll make their names immortal. Because the band will be called Jimmy Ray Travis. No, I'm sorry, Jim, if you hate being called Jimmy, but it's not actually you I'm referring to. Just the hybrid, what is it, fusion of three names into one. Jimmy Ray Travis. Sort of like Dragon Ball style. Alright, let's get back. So as we can see, I'm a loser. My teeth match the pumpkin. And my head. Who knows what else? I don't want to know what else matches. Now my uncle would say my legs do look like corn stalks. I should never have skipped leg day. No, it's just kind of funny because my uncle's very short. I don't know, maybe like 5'4" or 5'5". And his legs are like twice the thickness of mine. He's like, man, your legs are skinny. I'm like, yeah, I guess they are. You never notice how skinny your legs are until other people point it out. Huh? It's not too often you look at your own legs from afar. Gotta work on leg day, more squats. Now, a lot of people hate the Queen of England, but I try not to hate on her. Especially since she's such an old lady, right? Like, sure, she's probably not lived a life of sainthood, but who has? Let he that lives without sin cast the first stone. Oh yeah, we're already maxed the verses. There we go. What the fuck am I doing? Wasting tickets for nothing. Nothing. There's the free battles. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to spring already, but part of me wants winter to last really long because I got so much exercising and getting into shape for spring. Fuck, I hope winter lasts forever. I'm gonna need a good 2 months solid of winter. Let's hope it is. Now the Orthodox New Year's Day is coming up. I think I'm gonna try another New Year's Day thing. Resolution. Try episode 2. See how it goes. I don't have a big binge of giant snowstorms in the forecast, thank God, so hopefully it might go a little smoother. Won't need to be hitting the vaporizer to fucking work like an animal. Not that I need weed to work out, but fuck, it sure helps. Alright, I was going to do another 10 spin, so let's do that. Some action for tonight. Fuck! No purples. Son of a whore. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Man, I wish we could have at least got some of those Chaos clones. I need some. Bastards. Hey, Andy, welcome back to the show. Or maybe first time. I don't recognize your avatar. Why do you bet in Hunger Games? Or who did you bet on? That's a good question. Because we are a part of the Lelanders Guild, I was a little bit biased, I'll admit. It says I have bet on Lelanders. So thanks for the question. I was tempted to bet on the other person. What was the ratio? Looks like the odds are stacked against the Lelanders. But the odds have always been stacked against me, and sometimes I pull off epic victories, so you never know. I'd say there's a 10% chance of victory, judging my normal luck. Now, lately I've been watching a couple different videos on equipment for travel videos, like drones and new cameras, but fuck, looks like I'm going to be going for the new computer and I'll have to use my money on that, but oh well, hopefully I get a decent computer. If anyone in the chat can recommend a good computer for vlogging that's a reasonable price, you want to post it in the chat, or I guess you can't because fucking YouTube will censor all the links, but maybe just name the computer. One I'm thinking about getting is called the HP Obelisk, I think that's what it was called. And it was an i9 processor, so I'm thinking maybe i9 is the route to go. I was always going with AMD before, but I'm thinking Nvidia is probably going to give me less hassle, so I should try that. Alright, so just the tavern tasks. I guess we'll set those up and wrap the show. We're already over the hour 20 mark. Sorry for going so long, everyone. I know some people are probably hoping that I can do longer episodes and other people hate it, so can't please everyone. No, for shorter episodes, you can just check out my Pornhub channel. No, I'm just kidding. They'll definitely be a lot shorter. Now they last about 10 minutes, I swear, at least. No, 20 minutes I meant. Yeah, that's all I have to start doing. Every time someone complains about the episodes being too long, I'll refer them to my Pornhub channel. Oh god, that should be a good one. At least it's believable. Oh. Yeah, the finishing quick is my specialty shirts. They're on sale. No, I'm just kidding. Still regular price. Right, did I buy everything here? Yeah, it looks like we did. Okay, we can wrap up the show. Oh, Joe is here. Lelanders will win the Hunger Games. I hope so, Joe. That'd be sweet. Like, I've really only won a few times betting on the Hunger Games. Usually I lose the bet every time. And all of a sudden I had this insider loop where I could have been betting on Lelanders and I kept missing the bet. So far I've only got 2 bets in this round. But let's hope this next one will be a win, too. Yeah, so good luck to Lelanders, the guy in the Hunger Games, and to our guild, and to Joe. Well, yeah, I guess Joe's in the Hunger Games. So, and everyone else who's in different guilds as well. Good luck to everyone. Pretty sure I finished everything I wanted to do in the episode today. I think tomorrow we'll be doing a new red episode, because I will have enough fragments of this guy. unless I fail to get enough fragments of him, which knowing my fail ratio is pretty high, so, but we'll do our best. And if we can get 30 fragments of him, then we'll have a new red episode tomorrow. So it should be pretty exciting. Always like to add a new red hero to my team. Really, I'm going to have to start deciding who I should substitute out. Because at this point, adding a new red, I've already got 2 reds I want to keep. Definitely want to keep these 3, so boy, not a lot of choice. It's probably going to be Wright Brothers' spot. He'll go to it. And then I'll swap out Agatha depending whether or not. I might end up swapping Agatha in for someone else. Who knows? We'll see what's going to happen next. If anyone has ideas about who I should add the new red in for, you can put it in the chat. And I'll definitely consider it. Alright, so what else did I have to do? I think I wrapped up everything except for the sponsor links page. So let's do that next. Oh, I almost forgot. I was going to do the sponsor link page and I'm like, hey, the viewer chat. Alright, so let's give a shout out to all the viewers. We had, oh, Suki made it in first today. Congratulations again, Suki. Fear Legions, Vector, Zahid, Thicklinit, George Washington, what's up? Fear Legion, sorry I'm going to say a few twice, George Washington, Spyro Cinder. I love names that I can pronounce. There's not many of them. Oh yeah, Zeus, Triple G, welcome back, Andy and Joe. Right, and if I keep forgetting to mention anyone, just put it in the chat and I'll try to repeat it 2 or 3 times, just like that stutter. Alright, so let's see here. Let's go to the affiliate links page. Right, so the Patreon, we went over that. Society 6, finishing quick is my specialty. It's a saying that comes on merchandise like t-shirts and bed sheets. Both items are very popular with the ladies, trust me. You can tell I know, right? Hideout TV is a place that'll pay you to watch videos, similar to YouTube, except ad revenue is split between creators and viewers. Swagbucks will pay you to shop online so that they can spy on what you buy and do market research on you. GameKit will pay you to play video games. The catch with that is they're trying to get you hooked on free-to-play games so that you'll deposit, just like I did in Clone Evolution. Right, Free Bitcoin is a place where they'll give you tiny bits of Satoshi, which is the mini Bitcoins, and you can save them up to equal 1 Bitcoin, but they're hoping that you'll get too impatient, deposit, and try to reach a Bitcoin that way as well. You can use them as wallets, and they have Bet Fury even allows you to place bets on like casino shit. But you have to save up quite a bit of the free Bitcoin before you're going to be placing bets on the big games. So just stick with the in-house ones, which allow 1 Satoshi bets to start. Alright, so Virtual Maid Sex Machine is for adults and men only. But if ladies need a sex machine, I won't let you down. Or will I? I wish I could. Maybe if the lockdowns ever end in our lifetime. So anyways, the Virtual Maid Sex Machine is crowdfunded, kickstarted, all that jazz. And it's real product, and it's getting more popular with the lockdowns, you can imagine. Right, so click more for the show more information button for links to all these, including my website. And what else was there? Oh yeah, the fire screen. Let's do the fire and see what items we're burning today. I seen a new item. I was thinking maybe we'll try burning it in the vaporizer today. See how it tastes. I can't pronounce that one, so we'll switch it to another one. Yeah, that one sounds too gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Right, so here's one. If the key of the shuttle gets in your vaporizer and it tastes like shit, then give the show a dislike. But if that doesn't happen, you can give the show a like. I really appreciate it. Just make sure never buy the products from my sponsor, because it will ruin your life. Bye for now, everyone. See ya. Later. Oh. Hey, if anyone wants to buy that land and donate it to the show, you can camp on it anytime. That's what I wanted to do, is buy land, make a camp for all my viewers. Not so I can murder you in the woods somewhere, and then leave the bodies for the animals to eat you. No, I'm just kidding. See you later. That was the worst way to end the show ever. Yeah, let's hope Joe's right and Lelanders wins the Hunger Games. So yeah, here's 3 links, 3 at the same time.